trucks, trucks, trucks. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But what I will do is break down the 6th episode of Cars on the Road Trucks for you guys today. Of course, featuring Lightning McQueen and Mater stopping at a truck stop in which Mater literally falls into the culture of the trucks. Now, it is no secret that this is my least favorite episode of the series. I just don't feel like it adds anything to the overarching storyline of the show. It feels a bit superfluous. There's nothing really tangible here to take away. I think a lot of people actually share my sentiment, but hey, if you loved it, that's awesome. And I think we all need to admit that the song is actually pretty gosh darn catchy. Now, I won't be singing it here today in full, but who knows? If you get me a little tipsy on a live stream, anything could happen. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying these breakdowns. They've been so fun to make, and we only have 3 more to go. Cars on the Road has been out for over a month now, which is just wild to think about. It's been a great month for the Cars fandom. I really hope it continues. But yeah, we're just going to dive right on in here with my first point, that the Truck Stop Truckies is a play on a real life chain of convenience stores called Stuckey's. Get it? Along American highways. Now, I've never actually encountered one myself. I think they're a bit regional, like Meijer stores or H-E-B, but they're out there to this day. Their slogan in real life is relax, refresh, and refuel, and you can see that exact same saying on this sign here and in the store. I can't read the other text though, unfortunately, besides the 99-cent blurb, and this is why we need a Art of Cars on the Road book, so we could see all the graphics and images that the animators and all the creative people had to create in full quality in a book. We need that. I wish we could also read this sign on the front of the car wash, probably advertising different tiers of washes that they provide. I do find it a bit unbelievable that this truck pulls his big boy trailer in here and comes out the same way, which we'll see in a little bit. But again, this whole episode is very trippy, so we're not really sure what's real and what's like magical realism. You know, I feel like this whole episode and maybe even the entire show could be described in the vein of magical realism. Now, a lot of the signage on the glass windows here, like quality guaranteed, that's the Truckey's way, exact change only, please, pretty visible. Unfortunately, can't read them all. There's an advertisement for Avoco's Protected, which that feels like something we've seen before, maybe in Cars 2. I'd have to look back in the, again, Art of Cars 2 book. Even a little credit card symbol here is shown. Wonder how cars handle them, as in how do they like literally handle them with their tires. All right, so I don't think it's any secret, you know, like I said, least favorite episode of the show. A lot of people don't really like this. I don't think it has much sustenance. It doesn't add anything to the story. It feels like a filler episode when they could have done so many other good things, like of course the Rust-eze Racing Center, which is now the Dynaco Rust-eze Racing Center, spent more time in Radiator Springs, or simply chosen another destination along the road. Maybe stop in Nashville, and you could still have this musical element to it, because Nashville is a big musical city. It's like toward the East Coast. It would have made sense to me. But of course, obviously, they did not go that route. My main issue with this episode is the generic appearance to all the trucks. So I guess, I don't know, that's more of an aesthetic thing, but it really does distract me from what they're going for here. In Cars 1, we see a similar truck stop in which all of the trucks look unique, gritty, weathered, and simply put, real. Here, they're colored like damn Easter eggs, and while they do vary an impressive amount in model, horns, grille, smokestacks, and roof, you know, it's actually quite impressive how they arrange these elements differently on almost all the trucks to at least differentiate them somewhat, but you really have to look closely. In the end though, they aesthetically all feel just superficial and gimmicky, like they're a caricature of actual trucks. I just wish they emulated the style they went for in the first movie, and honestly, I wouldn't have even been mad if they copy and pasted those same elements into this episode. Like, who would have complained if they made it the same truck stop from Cars 1 and even like reused characters like Jerry recycled batteries? And if they mentioned that, and if McQueen and Jerry had like a moment of recognition, because of course McQueen met Jerry recycled batteries for that fleeting moment when he was looking for over the interstate in Cars 1 and Jerry gave him his curt reply. Wouldn't that have just been such an incredible full circle moment for McQueen? And bam! They're reusing the same stuff they've already animated. Like, they don't have to create anything new. They already have Jerry recycled batteries. They already have that truck stop. Just have them stop right there. Oh my god, it would have been amazing. A completely missed, botched, squandered opportunity. I'm just getting myself all worked up right now because I am drooling over what could have been if they made it literally just, hey guys, we're going to make this the top-down truck stop. We're going to include the exact same trucks. I mean, hey, it would make sense. They stopped there. They've been stopping there over the last 15 years. Why do you have to make all these trucks look like Easter eggs? It doesn't make any sense. If you have to look so closely to their horns and their grills to see that they're actually like a little different besides the color, I don't know. It just doesn't feel realistic to me at all. It would have been a cool use of like previously animated assets, unlike the nonsensical reuse we saw in the Legend episode with the Demolition Derby racers, in which they just wiped off, their decals and stuff. So again, in that episode, they could have made it the Thunder Hollow. They just commit to making it the same place. Here, they commit to making it the same truck stop, and you solve a lot of the problems that the show has. But all right. That's it. That is my rant on the trucks here. They're more different, like I said, than you think, but if you have to look that closely, I think it's a problem. And I drive on the highway a lot, and trucks don't look like this. The trailers aren't blank like they are here. They ain't that clean, man. This is literally like if you transformed a flower bed into semi-cabs. Alright, this lime green garbage truck is the same model as Stinky from Mater Private Eye, so that's pretty cool. We saw this tow truck and flatbread in Cars 3 as well. Love McQueen's dialogue here about never finding his name on those souvenir type items. That's relatable and clever. Now the episode enters the realm of the mystical here. None of this actually happens, and this is why, again, I don't like this episode, because it doesn't feel real, and literally it isn't. Like, half of it is not real, so it does truly verge on Mater's tall tales, when he would tell these stories of fighting monster trucks and stuff like that. But hey, there's Todd the Pizza Plant truck though, so that's cool. This neon sequence is kind of neat, I must say, but it's a trip Fillmore would embark on amidst his products. Like, that is literally, it's an acid trip. All right, Turquoise Smoky, nice. Is this Rainbow Road for Mario Kart? A little iMovie kaleidoscope filter action, love to see it. Oh, Tiny Lugsworth and Mr. Drippy reskins, didn't even really change the color. Oh, and an even non-demonic version of Miss Fritter, just a regular school bus, probably the most benign reskin they did here. Even Colossus Double XL dump truck makes an appearance. So yeah, I just kind of trashed on it for a while. Like, that was some heavy-duty sarcasm, but yeah, I mean, I guess my rant wasn't over because there was a lot more things that went on there. I mean, it's just reskin after reskin after reskin. But I gotta say again, the song is decently catchy, and clearly McQueen thinks so too, according to the post-credit scene, which also confirms some of the singing did take place because McQueen subconsciously heard it. This reminds me of at the end of every Mater Tall Tale episode, there was something that made McQueen question or actually think that what Mater said was real. Whether it be, what's a good example? Like the balloon at Heavy Metal Mater just inflating above Flo's VA Cafe. Or there's a better example, like, when Tormentor's biggest fan literally shows up and asks him for an autograph. So, I don't know. There is my thoughts on trucks. This went longer than I thought it would. This went longer than it should have been, but it's so girthy because of all my ranting. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Let me know your thoughts on trucks in the comments below, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye now.